بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We got to chapter An'am. This chapter is revealed in Mecca and it has 165 verses. Please listen to verse 119.
وما لكم ألا تأكلوا مما ذكر اسم الله عليه وقد فصل لكم ما حرم عليكم إلا ما اضطررتم إليه وإن كثيرا ليضلون بأهوائهم بغير علم إن ربك هو أعلم بالمعتدين.
And what reason have you that you should not eat of that on which Allah's name has been mentioned? And He has already made plain to you what He has forbidden to you, excepting what you are compelled to. And most surely many would lead people astray by their low desires out of ignorance. Surely your Lord, He best knows those who exceeds the limits. In previous section we talked about this verse, we explained and we said that Allah is criticizing those who do not use the flesh of animals that are allowed in Islam when they are slaughtered in Islamic way, according to the Islamic way. Not to eat is okay, but to believe that eating is forbidden is wrong. Something which is not forbidden in Islam, we cannot accuse Islam and we cannot say Islam has forbidden. In Quran, Allah is telling us in chapter A'raf, verse 30, that good food that are allowed to you, it is okay for people to use them. For people is okay to enjoy eating and drinking from something that are allowed in Islam. Allah says, قُلْ مَنْ حَرَّمَ زِينَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي أَخْرَجَ لِعِبَادِهِ وَالطَّيِّبَاتِ مِنَ الرِّزْقِ. Allah says that tell, O Muhammad, to the people that who has forbidden to these people the beauty or enjoyment that Allah has allowed for the people, the beauties that Allah has prepared for the people, good enjoyment that Allah had allowed to the people, وَالطَّيِّبَاتُ مِنَ الرِّزْقِ, and something which is clean from eating, from food. Why some people are forbidding to themselves? Allah wants to criticize a group of ascetics that forbid something to themselves, while Islam doesn't say anything to them or Islam allowed them. And in this verse, Allah says, وَقَدْ فَصَّلَ لَكُمْ مَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمْ. And it is mentioned to you, it is explained to you whatever that Allah has forbidden to you. In different verses, Allah explained what is forbidden to the people. For example, in chapter Baqarah, verse 168, Allah says, إِنَّمَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةَ وَالدَّمَ وَلَحْمَ الْخِنْزِيرِ. Allah has forbidden to you meat, the flesh of some animals that are dead by themselves, وَالدَّمْ, blood, وَلَحْمَ الْخِنْزِيرِ, and pig or pork, وَمَا أُهِلَّ بِهِ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ, and whatever will be slaughtered with the name of other than Allah. They were mentioning the name of different idols when they wanted to kill sheep, cow, or camels, or any kinds of animals. Allah says it is forbidden when the name of other than Allah is mentioned. Of course, in Islam, if either we don't mention the name or we mention the name of some idols, in both situations are forbidden. It is obligated to mention the name of Allah unless we forget. Of course, our scholar says if you forget and you believe is okay, but if we remember, we must mention the name of Allah. Another verse in chapter Ma'idah, verse 5, Allah says, حُرِّمَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةِ, dead animals are forbidden to you, الدم, blood, ولحم الخنزير, pork, وما أهل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموغوذة والمتردية والنطيحة, the animals that are burned in the fire, the one that is drowned, the one that is fall down from the up and it is dead, or the one that we beat them so much that it becomes dead. In all these situations, these animals are not allowed to eat. وَمَا أَكَلَ السَّبُعُ إِلَّا مَا ذَكَّيْتُمْ, and also the animals that they were running away, and the dogs, for example, you have sent a dog and they catch them, and when you reach they are dead. إِلَّا مَا ذَكَّيْتُمْ, unless you slaughter them. Of course, if animals will go themselves and they kill them, it is dead, it is considered as a dead and it is forbidden. But if you send them and they will catch them, that is okay. When you send, you will say Bismillah, in the name of Allah, and they catch them. If you reach and they are alive, you must slaughter them. Otherwise, even if they are dead, when you reach, it is allowed to you. وَمَا ذُبِحَ عَلَى النُّصُبِ وَأَن تَسْتَقْسِمُوا بِالْأَزْلَامِ, in different ways other than the way that is mentioned in Islam, like gambling, as Allah has mentioned, in different kinds of gambling, it is forbidden. So Allah says, وَقَدْ فَصَّلَ لَكُمْ, Allah has explained to you, مَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمْ, what has been forbidden or what Allah has forbidden, has forbid to you. Other than that, we are allowed to use it, and nobody should forbid to himself. Again, I emphasize, not to eat is okay. To be vegetarian is okay in Islam. But to believe that it is forbidden in Islam, this is accusing the religion or Allah, and it is wrong. إِلَّا مَا اضْطُرِرْتُمْ, unless in the situation of compulsion, if we have to do it, in this case, of course, we are allowed to use it. وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا لَيُضِلُّونَ بِأَهْوَائِهِمْ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. Many people, they were misguiding others because of their passions and desires. They were arguing with others that what is the difference between animals that Allah killed them or you killed them? When the animals are dead, they said Allah had killed them. Okay, this one you don't eat it. They were arguing with the Muslims. And the one that you slaughter, you eat it. So it means the one that you slaughter or you take the life is better than the one that Allah has taken the life. This is arguing. Since Allah said this is forbidden, we obey Allah. That's all. We cannot add something from ourselves. There are a few messages that we can get from this verse. One, Allah criticized if we forbid something from ourselves. Again, I emphasize, forbids is different from not using. Not using is allowed. But forbids, it means to say that Allah has forbidden, religion has forbidden, Allah criticized, and this is wrong, and it is a sin. وَقَدْ فَصَّلَ لَكُمْ مَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمْ. Allah says He has already made plain to you what He has forbidden to you. Anything we say is forbidden, we should have a reason that God has forbidden. We are not allowed to forbid. Yes, through nazar, make a vow, for example, yes, we can make something which is, for example, harmful for us, or something which is allowed but is better not to do it, like smoking cigarette, that scholars, majority of scholars says, yes, you can smoke cigarette, but we know it is harmful. By making nazar, we can forbid to us. But this is in certain times, certain situation, with certain rules. Otherwise, anything which is allowed in Islam, we cannot say that they are forbidden. وَقَدْ فَصَّلَ لَكُمْ. Allah has explained to us, and Allah says what is halal and haram. Allah says everything is halal, except something that Allah has mentioned. So, if we face new animals, we don't know the name. Only we know is not dog, is not pork, for example, is not dead animals. Yes, we can eat it. Whatever we face, if we don't have reason that they are forbidden, it is allowed in Islam, because we have a general law that says كل شيء لك حلال حتى تعلم أنه حرام. Anything you see, it is allowed to you unless Allah has forbidden. إلا ما اضطررتم. We said unless we compelled in the situation of compulsion, it is allowed only to the amount to save our life. And also when Allah says وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا لَيُضِلُّونَ بِأَهْوَائِهِمْ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. Allah says those who misguide others, they are doing to follow their passions, and these people have no knowledge. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.